Hi Earth signs, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing your tarot and your astrology for the month of April, and it's going to be a bit of a shaky one, Earth sign, so hold on tight. Things are going to go pretty quickly from here on out. But if you're not interested in the astrology and you just want your reading, that's absolutely fine. I will see you down at your timestamp if you just check the description box below. And I set the intention for the readings for your sun, moon, rising and Venus, so be sure to check all 4 of your placements, and don't forget to subscribe and make sure your notification bell is on so you can get the rest of your readings as I roll them out during the week, and your astrology as well. Now, for those of you who are interested in astrology, it is going to be a bit of a challenging month for Earth energy. I'm feeling it, guys. We have been in Aries season for 6 days now. I am a Virgo, so I'm in the trenches with you. Aries is a very fast moving energy. It's an initiator. So Aries is the first of the zodiacs in the wheel, so it's the beginning of the zodiac new year. So you want to start thinking about what you want to do for the next 12 months, because whatever you're planting seeds in now is going to start growing, and it's going to start growing fast. Now, this is going to be an uncomfortable energy for Earth signs, particularly Earth signs like things a bit slower, a little bit more steady, with lots of reassurance and handrails along the way. Whereas with Aries energy, it's very fast paced, it's a very future focused, action orientated energy. So you might find some things feel a little bit rushed, or you're being a little bit rushed. You might be having decisions come to you that need to be made fairly quickly, or you might see processes start to speed up. That would be at work or even in your personal life. If you're getting to know somebody, you might find the relationships accelerating a little bit at this time as well. It's okay, Earth signs. It's just Aries' way of making sure that things are getting going, things are getting started, even if you feel that the plan isn't fully fleshed out yet. Now, we have some key astrology going on throughout the month as well. The first one being the 8th of April, which is the new moon in Aries. It is the starter's gate. Well, technically the starter's gate was the 21st when we rolled into Aries season. But with the new moon energy, it's more about how you're feeling within. Moons represent emotions, and a new moon is new emotional beginnings. You might be developing fast feelings for somebody, or you might be quickly turning to a new passion or hobby that you're becoming increasingly more interested in. And like all moons, when it gives birth to something new, it also fades something out as well. So you might be losing interest in things or people or places. It's best not to fight against it, Earth signs. Just let things naturally fall away as they need to. It's that Aries and Saturn energy, just clearing out a little bit of space so that you can invite new, fresher energies into your life. And speaking of Saturn, Saturn has also just moved into Aries. He moved in a couple of weeks before we got here, accompanied by Neptune. Saturn and Neptune are conjuncting in Aries. They are the closest they've been in 2,000 years. And Neptune is the bringer of dreams and illusions and mystery and magic and all those intuitive aspects of life. Being close to Saturn, this means structure is being lent to your dreams and ambitions, with that fiery Aries energy packing a punch throughout the month as well. So if you have something you want to get in motion, maybe you've got a new business venture or just a new personal project, or maybe it's just self-development, this is the month to get started, Earth signs. You'll be giving a little bit more of an energetic push. Now, my advice as an Earth sign to my lovely fellow Earth signs, I've always worked best with energies that are very different to mine by trying to use them rather than work against them. So I try to embrace a little faster pace in life. Try not to worry too much about the smaller details. We had plenty of that back in Aquarius season, and also through Pisces season. Even though Pisces is a very dreamy and intuitive energy anyway, we also had the Mercury retrograde, we had the Venus retrograde, which was asking us to put those plans in place. Why? Because Aries was coming in with that fresh new energy that's going to drive everything forward. So it was almost like the plan planets have been doing this for thousands of years and know exactly what they're doing. And it gets better yet still, earth signs. On the 23rd of April, we have a full moon in Libra. We do. Now think back to the last Libra new moon. What were you doing? Was there anything you were starting? Was there anything that caught your attention? Anything different you were doing? You're going to see some wrapping up of old cycles around the 23rd, and it is just after we enter Taurus season, which is going to be on the 20th or 19th of April, depending on where you are on the planet. Now, Taurus season is going to feel a lot more natural to us earth signs, where there's a little bit more structure coming in, a little bit more stability, a little bit more reliability. We're going to see a little bit more of the bigger picture of where it is that we're going, and you feel more comfortable, more aligned. However, now is your chance to harness that lovely speedy Aries energy, just to get a kickstart boost on whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's projects or people or places that you're interested in gravitating towards. This is the time to get started. Then Taurus season comes in and starts solidifying those plans, starts making them steady, starts giving you projections and reliability and data and value, or whatever it is that you're doing, earth signs. So rest assured, the planets have got your back. Even if things seem very quick, there's not a clear direction or end goal in sight just yet. That will be coming in a little bit later. Now is a time just to get started and go. We're going back to that full moon in Libra. Things are going to balance out as well. Libra is concerned with balances, weights, measures, whether it be in romantic relationships, business relationships, family relationships, or with your money too. Remember, Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love. So it's for balancing out connections, balancing out people. So say those projects you've got started on with others, if you're having a bit of a shaky start, things will balance out around the full moon. Also with personal connections, you're going through a rocky patch. 23rd of April, expect the energies around you both to harmonize a little and for things to become a bit more clearer, a little bit more communicative. This is a great orchestration of planetary energy, earth signs. It is a great opportunity for you to harness them, take advantage of them, use them to your greatest benefit. And you are going to see a very successful and very interesting next couple of weeks. So how is this going to affect each individual house for each of your signs? So for Taurus, this month is really going to highlight your 12th house of subconscious and inner world, and also rest. I know that it's Aries and that's quite fast paced, but for those of you Tauruses, and particularly ones that have been working hard, now it's time to be hardly working. What's going to speed up for you is actually your internal processes more than your external processes. So if there's something that you've been feeling off about, or you've just been feeling off in general, this is a time to start that self-care routine. You're going to find improvements happen very quickly. You're going to be feeling your best self in no time. If you want to go somewhere or do something for yourself, this is when those plans become a reality. For those of you who are interested in inner work, particularly spiritual work and anything to do with the subconscious processing and getting to know yourself on a spiritual and psychological level, the 12th house is your jam, Taurus. With that Aries energy, particularly around the new moon on the 8th, you might be looking into new spiritual practices, new belief systems. You might be drawn to the otherworldly. You might take on more meditation sessions or sound baths or whatever it is that you're into, Taurus. You also see opportunities to participate maybe in community projects or events that are to do with our inner world. Maybe you go to a tarot fair or a spirituality fair or something along those lines, or you might take philosophy classes or psychology classes at the new school that's just opened. It can come in many shapes or forms, Taurus, but this is an exploration of within in preparation for next month, which is your month when we enter Taurus season, and it's Taurus's birthday. Happy birthday, Taurus, upcoming. So this will be great for you because that's when you enter the first house of self, which will be a predominant theme for you over the course of May. So you'd have done all this lovely inner work under the Aries energy, making great progress in self-knowledge, self-care, self-belief and self-love. And then this will start actualizing and manifesting in the external when we reach Taurus season, which is the season of self for you. And don't forget that beautiful full moon in Libra that we've got coming in on the 23rd, just after we enter Taurus season, asking you to balance those emotions out. So this is when your spiritual practices will steady and maybe become a bit more day to day. Like maybe you take up a yoga class and now you decide you want it as part of your daily routine. You find it supports you in your endeavors, or it makes you feel refreshed, a little bit more connected to self. These are the transformations that you're going to see over the next coming weeks, Taurus. So it's going to be a really interesting, reflective and hopefully peaceful time for you as we roll towards your birthday month. That full moon in Libra is hitting your 6th house of daily routines in particular. So where can you balance your routines other than your spiritual routines or your spiritual health or your inner world exploration? Where can you tie that into the day-to-day? Is there any way you could take 5 minutes to meditate? Maybe you want to read a book, a spiritual-based book before you go to bed each night, or a documentary, or whatever it is, Taurus. You might find other changes in your routine not related to that also move around and shift as well. And it's also asking you, how do you feel about your daily routine? Do you have the get up and go that you want? Or maybe you need more rest in the morning. Maybe you're tired of the get up and go. We're all different and we all work better at different phases of the day. I never believed in that early bird catches the worm. Well, you know, we've got night owls as well that are just as effective, Taurus. So whatever your routine is now, expect some changes. Expect some changes for the better. You might also have to slightly alter routines temporarily. Either way, it's Libra's way to call you to balance within and also without. For Virgo, Aries season is going to really light up your 8th house of transformation and shared energy. Also depth as well. You're going to be feeling deeper connections, but you're also going to feel a deeper connection with yourself. This is when self-worth and self-care are really going to be your calling card, Virgo. You're going to feel more drawn to take care of yourself, to take your time. Even though we are in Aries season, which is quite a fast-paced energy, it will quickly bring you back to yourself. Virgos, being one, I understand this, have a tendency to get lost in other people. Virgos are caretakers. We do have acts of service is our love language, guys. We like to be out there, getting out and about. And it takes us quite a while to turn those energies round. Oh, sorry, Virgo. Turn those energies round and focus them inwards. You're not going to struggle with that at all this month. Be mindful, you might be getting a little bit tiresome of all of that service and sacrifice that you've been doing recently. Even though that's usually your jam, you're going to feel really more called to take care of yourself. So win yourself some hot baths. Put a face mask on. Put on your favourite show. Grab a cup of tea. Whatever self-care looks like to you, Virgo. For some Virgos, self-care is just getting out of here, going on an adventure, going on a trip, doing something different. You'll also be drawn to doing this with other people, and you might also find other people that actually want to take care of you, Virgo. Let them, okay? Virgo to a Virgo, let them do it. I know you struggle to put your feet up, you struggle to receive the care that you give, but this is the time really for you to be spoiled a little bit. You've been doing so much hard work, Virgo. Yes, you've had your ruler in retrograde for weeks and now he's gone direct. Thank you, Mercury, for all your blessings and lessons. He's now direct, he's laying off of us a little bit, so now's the time to kind of reap back some of that energy that you've been giving as you've been pushing against your ruler going retrograde for the past couple of weeks. So it's now time to take a breath. Just let that energy of the Aries season just carry you on through to Taurus season. There's not really that much that you need to do. This is all going to be subconscious internal transformations, and we're going to see Virgo finally putting their foot down and saying, do you know what, here's the line in the sand, this is as much as I can give. And most likely, Virgo, you're probably still giving more than most, so you can just chill out. You've done enough. You've got a little pit stop coming up in an Aries season. Things are going to speed up for you in other ways. Your external world might feel a little bit chaotic at this time, but rest assured that you have that center of self that you can always retreat back to when you need to take a breather. And that in itself is the greatest transformation, Virgo, knowing that you are your own refuge. When things get tough, they feel fast, they feel out of control. You just activate that hermit switch, hermit mode on, and you just go within, rest, recuperate, take 5, take 10. Take a whole day, Virgo. The world really is your oyster when it comes to when you want to take time out for yourself. Be a little bit selfish, get in that self-care, put your feet up, and let the Aries energy do the rest of the work. But not to mention the full moon in Libra that is coming on the 23rd is going to be hitting you in the second house of self-worth and shared resource sources. All this month is about sharing for you, Virgo. While you're relaxing, you're going to want to relax with others, or others are going to want to relax with you. You're going to maybe see joint endeavors come to pass. So someone might have a business opportunity for you. Business partners might present themselves. Romantic partners might present themselves. Or those of you who are already in partnerships, you'll see a deepening and a strengthening of those bonds. And also more of a focus on what your shared connection is and the energy that you both bring into the space between you. But particularly around the full moon in Libra, the full moon is around completions, and Libra asks us for balance. So it's tying up any loose ends, particularly if you have anything going on with other people. It will be resolved. Justice will be served. And if you have any bank balances, as Libra is always also concerned with money, maybe looking at your checks, your weights, your measures, what's coming in, what's going out. It's a really great time to do like a budget review or anything like that. So you can complete this phase. You can complete a transition of transformation, as we all have many transformations throughout life, getting you ready to embrace Taurus season, which will be a lot steadier and a lot more focused for you. For Capricorn, this month is going to hit your 4th house of home and foundations. I'm going to feel this one too, guys. I'm a Virgo, but I have Capricorn in my 4th house. So I'm going to feel very Capricornian this month. So you might feel really drawn to home, feel like grounding, maybe making changes in your home, as Aries is a very active and initiatory energy. So if there's something you've been putting off at home, you're going to get started on that project. You might finish that project. You might start new projects, particularly around the 8th of April. This is where we have the new moon in Aries, which is bringing in fresh new energy into our spaces. So you might want a new touch of paint on the house. You might even be welcoming new people into your home, either visitors or new family members. Maybe you are visiting other people's homes as well, or helping other people out with home projects. It's a really grounding and very nurturing month for you, Capricorn, albeit quite fast. So you're going to find yourself very busy. You might have a lot of visitors. You might be entertaining at home. You might find people just wanting to pop over just to say hi. It's going to come in many shapes and sizes. You may finally find that picture you've been looking for months that would have been the perfect fit in the back room, and you finally find it and you finally put it up and it's finally done. These sorts of things that you're going to see coming through for you over the course of the month for you, Capricorn. And not to mention the Libra full moon energy that's coming on the 23rd, just after we've crossed the threshold of Taurus season. That's going to be sitting right on your 10th house of career and direction. So it's almost like the planets want you to kind of nestle down, bunker down, get your foundations really, really steady, Capricorn, and get yourself in a nice steady routine. Aries is lending you its energy to really get started on that. And Saturn is right in there with Aries, giving everything structure and form and boundaries, and it's lovely. Then we'll move into Taurus season, and then that's when things are going to really start getting going for you, starting a mark off on the 23rd with that full moon in Libra in your 10th. So you might see changes around career. You might see new career directions. You might see new things coming in regarding your career. You might be asked to take on new responsibilities, new challenges, new projects. Things are going to get super busy for you in Taurus season, but we are in Taurus. So that's a complementary energy to you, Capricorn, a fellow earth sign. So although things will be ramping up for you at work from that time, you might also find You'll be happy to know it will be in a steady, logical, rational way. There's going to be minimal disruptions or chaos coming in. So it's a great time for you to focus all of your energy on what it is you need to do at work around the 23rd and really getting set up to start achieving your goals for the rest of the year. You might also see some changes in your emotional foundations, particularly at work and at home during the next couple of weeks. So you might have, again, new family members coming in or some family members leaving. At work, you might get to know new colleagues that you hadn't worked with before through new projects that have come in that need partnership working. It could come in all different shapes, all different sizes, Capricorn, but your emotional foundations are going to be key here. Where are you getting your rest? Where are you getting your comforts? Do you have a space in your home that is just yours, where you can go and retreat to recharge? You might be drawn to create one. If you don't, I highly recommend that you do. I mean, to be fair, this is my retreat and recharge room. When the camera isn't rolling, I'm here doing my tarot or whatever, or just meditating or just chilling out. So I've got my lovely pillows and things just here. So find a space just for you that you can be secluded off. If you don't have a physical room, it could just be you want to go under the duvet for a couple of hours and chill. Whatever it looks like to you, Capricorn, this is when you are going to want to revisit home, even memories of the home, past homes that you've had, family too. You might have family memories, family reunions, things like this happening over the next couple of weeks. So really enjoy it. Enjoy the downtime, Capricorn. It seems most of the earth energies when it comes to their house alignments are really almost sitting out Aries season. Now that sounds like a bad thing. It's not bad at all, Capricorn. It's just a lot of your energy is being preserved at this time because you went through a lot in retrograde season. You went through a hell of a lot, guys, okay? Taurus season, things are going to really start going, things are going to start grounding, and that's when earth signs really, dust off themselves and get to work. Aries season, because it's such a fast-paced season, the planets have nicely aligned up for almost all of you to go, right, okay, you can actually do inner work and work at home. So it's not too stressful, too crazy for earth signs that like that stability and slow of pace. Okay, Earth signs, thank you so much for being here with the Astrolo-Tea section. I have my plain mug, I do. I've been having jazzy mugs all week and I'm like, I just want a plain one. Actually, I think I had the plain one for air signs, or was it? No, fire, I think. I do drink the tea. I do. I just do it between takes. I know people don't like sipping, but I'm sorry, this is a sippy channel. You guys know your girl. She needs to have her caffeine fix. I am a coffeeholic and I ain't ashamed. So thank you, guys. I really hope that the readings help, or the astrology helps. I'm going to go into the readings next, and I've been really loving doing the astrology and then the readings. I think one feeds on to the other really, really nicely. So it's just good. Even if your readings aren't resonating, the astrology is definitely going to hit home in some way or another over the next 4 weeks. So I'm super excited to see how things roll out for us earth signs. So I will see you over at your reading. Hi Taurus, you're up first. Welcome to your reading. Today I am doing a Celtic cross for the month of April, just to see what's going to be ahead for you. Now, please excuse me, I am down one studio light, but I think you can see the readings just fine anyway, and it's also a bit dark outside. It's gloomy UK, guys. What do we expect? Okay, can you please show me Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? Taurus for the month of April, please. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Taurus, please. Can you show me Taurus? Taurus, please. Okay, your current energy, the Sun. Lovely, Taurus. Crossing you, the Page of Pentacles. Right, you're going to learn something new. That's nice. In the exit, you've got the Ace of Swords, right? Supporting the reading with the Ace of Wands. Wow, okay, powerful energies coming towards you, Taurus. In your crown, you've got the Lovers. There's a connection here, or at the very least, a choice to connect to another. Okay, you might already be choosing, i.e. they've been in your energy for a while, or they're coming across new. It's something you're conscious about. Now, please bear in mind, Taurus, this is an April reading, and of course you're going to have some idea of what's coming towards you over the next couple of weeks, but there's also going to be some elements and themes that come up that you may not be aware of. Sorry, I lost my tongue there, Taurus. So take those into account as well and just take what resonates. Okay. In your focus, temperance, some healing, some time. Okay, nice. So there's something you were quite sure of, that you were clear on, but I think you're going to learn something new about it in addition, or you're trying to learn. I don't know. I will see when we clarify. We also have the Ace of Wands supporting the whole reading. So I'm just getting so much newness here. However, you also have new in the exit. So I think there's something you learned, but there's even more still to learn still. Something that excites you. It's quite passionate or spiritual. That's the Ace of Wands. And then temperance, calm, healing, balance. It's nice. Okay, let's go into the pathway. Okay, so for your higher self advice, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, lots of Pentacles energy, which is nice for Taurus. You're in your element. In the energy that surrounds you, you might not be aware of it. It's the Three of Wands. In your hopes and fears, the King of Wands. And in the potential outcome, we have the Star, which is gorgeous. Okay. So there's something here that you want. You know that, or you will want it. Queen of Pentacles in your higher self advice. Now a time for self-care. Yep, that makes sense with what's going on in the astrology at the moment. So looking after number one, good. Doing what's in your best interests. It seems that you've got lots of lovely energy coming towards you, Taurus, this month. Your energy is expanding outwards, whether you're aware of that or not. So you might be drawing some more energies in there with the Three of Wands. King of Wands, I have the feeling this is somebody else. I don't think this is you and your hopes and fears. I think this is a particular person. I think maybe related to this lover's choice that you've got here. Again, the lovers could be a person or it could be a situation. So let's clarify and get into the details, Taurus. Can you show me Taurus, please? The Sun in Taurus's current energy. The Sun, please, in Taurus's current energy. Okay, let's look at your current energy, the World. Okay, something's closed off for you. Okay, the Lovers and the Hanged Man. I don't know if this is this Lovers or a different Lovers. See, the Sun is the happiest card of the deck, but it's also a card of clarity. You've reached clarity over the ending of a situation. However, I've got both an ending and a pause related to the same connection. So I don't quite believe that this connection of yours is quite as over as you think. It's presenting to me a pause. Like you think it's ended, but then it continues, but it continues into a paused state. So that's very, very interesting. Okay. Right, you're getting a new perspective over something, or a new perspective's coming in. So I think here with the Ace of Swords, this was your clarity over the situation, over this ending. But something new is coming in. You're definitely learning something new this month, Taurus, about something or someone. And it's this connection here. Right, the Page of Pentacles. What's coming for the Page of Pentacles? Death on its side. Yeah. The Seven of Cups, illusion. And then the Page of Cups. There's still feelings in this connection for whoever this is. I believe it works both ways. Between the two of you is an illusion, an illusory energy, almost like a veil. So I think that I don't think you're aware they still feel affection for you, nor are they aware that you still feel affection for them. This could be someone from the past. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go into the Ace. I want to see the Ace of Swords. What was in the exit? What was that? The Ace of Swords, please, for Taurus. The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. The Nine of Cups. The Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. It's like you're showing me that you're happy away from whoever this is. But then at the same time, if you're happy to be away from them, why are you holding on? Why is there an energetic thread there still? It's positive. So this may have been a friendship connection, maybe two people that just drifted apart. There was nothing bad about the ending. You're showing me the Ace of Swords, that this was someone you moved on from and you found your own happiness. So maybe it was a painful ending at the time, but you look back on it and you think of them quite fondly and they think fondly of you. Even though I don't think each of the other realise that's the case. Okay, fine. Let's go to the Lovers, please, in the Crown. No, we'll go to the Ace of Wands, sorry. Supporting the reading is the Ace of Wands. Supporting the reading is the Ace of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Wands again, double Ace of Wands. So this is both of you. It's such a bizarre reading, I'm going to say, Taurus. So you've got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. The Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands is hanging on. This is a partnership. I believe here in the 3D reality, you know this person, you have a history with this person, you have some kind of commitment with this person. Both of you are feeling like excitement around it. The Ace of Wands. Because it seems like neither of you are letting go, basically. It's like you're both with an iron fist onto this, even though you're showing me a closing of a cycle and a pause. This is a very complicated connection, Taurus. Who is this? Right, I'm going to get the Lovers. I'm going to find out. Can you show me the Lovers, please, in the crown? The Lovers in the crown, please. The Lovers in the crown. Chariot, right, movement. There's movement here, so I have to cover up this Chariot. It's a very explicit. The Hierophant, that's another card of commitment, major arcana. And the Queen of Swords, knowing and a knowing and a knowing. This is a long-standing connection. You're just showing me commitment here, commitment to move forward. Someone that you know, someone you're very comfortable with, very familiar with. There is a detachment there, though, a little bit. So I think this is quite a healthy and balanced connection, whatever it is. Almost you can see each other's faults, but it's fine anyway. It's been kind of downloaded that to me. You're like, maybe I'm not with them in the physical. Maybe there's emotional distance between us, although I'm not seeing that energetically, to be honest. There's some kind of distance, but at the same time a closeness. That's all I can say. However that is manifesting for you in your 3D. So you could be lovers taken apart by time or circumstance. It could be a friend from school that you had, that if you saw them again now, 30 years later, it would be like it was yesterday. It's a connection like that. Okay, can I get Temperance, please? Temperance. But you're saying you are committed to moving forwards in your own life. But also with this other energy by your side, energetically or 3D, I don't know. Please go to the comments section. Let me know. Fill in the blanks for me, Taurus. Help me out here. Okay, Temperance, please. Temperance, 10 of Cups, the Knight of Wands and the Magician. You're going after your happiness, however that looks to you. Now, this is more speaking to, I think, yes, partially this connection I'm seeing, but also just you. Predominantly you in your focus. And I think that makes sense. We're going to Queen of Pentacles. This is a connection that's very deep and emotionally bound to you. However, you're showing me in your own way that as long as you're manifesting your best for yourself, you welcome in energies, they can come or they can go. You're not particularly grasping, well, no, you are grasping onto one in particular, but I think overall you're feeling so confident and steady and emotionally balanced. There are other energies around you more than just this one going forward. So that's friends, family, neighbours, colleagues, whoever. But you're showing me a real passion and drive for manifesting your abundance. The Knight of Wands and the Magician. So you have a real fire behind you in your manifestation abilities going forwards. In Temperance, in time. This matches up with that Aries energy that we're currently sitting in throughout April. Use it, Taurus. It's here for you in the form of the Knight of Wands, helping to back up your manifestations. And your manifestations are coming, which is beautiful, Taurus, from your own balanced inner self. Not just how you feel about yourself, but you're like satisfied. You're already satisfied. You're satisfied with you. You're satisfied with your connections and the way they're unfolding. And that's giving you an extra boost to manifest even more. And this is what I say all the time to people. I say you are a reflection of your outer world. Your inner world reflects your outer world. So if you're feeling abundant within, you'll start seeing abundance without. And it seems that you are really sitting in that energy at the moment, Taurus. Okay, who's coming out for the pathway? The pathway would like the Wandering Star deck. Okay. Can we go to the Queen of Pentacles, please? Taurus in the higher self advice. The Queen of Pentacles, please, in the higher self. Queen of Pentacles, it's your Queen, Taurus, as well. The Knight of Cups. The World again. Okay. This is super interesting. And then the Mother Star related here to the star up here. Someone's coming towards you from an ending or from a point of completion. Something you thought was over is coming back. And I say this all the time, I only call that when I see it. I see it a lot in our collective. I do, yeah, no, our collective is irresistible. What can I say? But no, this is something that was once a dream to you that you had to let go. It's resurfacing. But it comes back. I mean, I don't know how it was before. You didn't show me anything negative before. You just showed me it was closed, but you still hang on somehow. They hang on somehow. This is resurfacing. When it does, it feels really, really good. Really, really good. Almost like you're getting a little cosmic reward. In the Knight of Cups is an emotional offer from the world, and you've showed me the ending with this particular individual a couple of times. Now they start to move. And I'm going to say somewhere probably around mid-April, probably towards the end of mid-April is more what I'm getting. Maybe the third week of April. Mother Star, they have a dream or a wish too. And it's coming together, Taurus. Is really nice. Okay. And what's great about it all is you feel really steady. You don't feel unsure or anything. The Queen of Pentacles invests in herself and she invests in others. And you seem very open to it, to engaging with whoever or whatever this is. Okay, can I get the Three of Wands? We've got the Devil. We were reversed. The Devil in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. We're going the right way for the next one. I like to see those in reverse, Taurus, to be honest. And there's the Queen of Swords. Okay, up to relate to this Queen of Swords here in your crown. There's something that you have dropped or let go of. Could be this person that we're talking about. Could be something totally different. It's almost like you're saying, like, bring it on, world. I'll pass any test you put in front of me. I can spot a devil a mile away. I'm just going to shoo them off now. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Two of Swords, it means that you're actually balancing your emotions with your logic. Okay, the right way up the Two of Swords is somebody relying too much on their mind and not really experiencing their emotions, or also not experiencing external facts. It's all mind manufactured logic, which is the worst kind, because the mind will play all sorts of tricks on you, Taurus. You're saying, I'm not doing that anymore. You've identified that as toxic behavior to yourself. So you're right, no, clear thinking based on external realities. I'm not going to talk myself out of things. I am not going to overanalyze. I'm not going to make up stories or elaborate what could be potentially happening in situations I don't know about. And when you do this, Taurus, it bursts your energy wide open, Three of Wands, and it actually invites other energies to come in towards you. The Three of Wands is a man standing on a horizon. He's looking out towards a horizon, but at the same time, the horizon is kind of looking back at him, right? And he's saying, bring it in or bring it on. So you're really in that element. This is a really good month for you, Taurus. So I like to see it. Okay, the King of Wands, please, and the hopes and fears. Who is this? Now, I got a vibe it was another person, or it was something to do with another person. Let's see what's going on under there. The King of Wands, please, for Taurus. The High Priestess. Okay, the Nine of Cups. And, oh, this one really wanted to come out. Seven of Wands and Temperance. Interesting. 1 second. Give me a sec. Let me untangle this one. We've got a couple of things going on here, Taurus. Yeah. It's almost like you're saying, okay, I'm done. You're saying, I'm done waiting for happiness. It's already here. That's really sweet and really nice. Temperance time. Seven of Wands. You're like, I'm done with this. Temperance is here. This is over. I'm done waiting. Waiting on happiness. Waiting on things to be delivered to me on my doorstep. I'm already happy. Nine of Cups. The High Priestess. Spiritual alignment. Knight of Wands. Something's making you excited and full of life. And that's bringing in such a lovely balance to you. The King of Wands represents the Aries season. This could be in the form of other people. I'm strongly getting other people. Okay? So your connections are on point, your spirituality is on point, your inner happiness is on point. You're like, no more waiting, no more healing. You're like, I don't think mean no more healing ever again in life, but over this phase, over this period, you're like, I've done the self-care, I've done the self-help, I've done the soul searching, I've done the meditations, I've done the journaling, or whatever it is that you were doing to heal over time. You're like, no, now it's time for me to live. Now it's time for me to go out there and create my brand new beginning, my brand new tomorrow. and actually start reaping some of the rewards of this hard work that I did in Temperance, that you did in Temperance, Taurus. You're like, I'm just going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to connect to people who not make you enjoy yourself, but help you to enjoy yourself, and of which there's one in particular that's very, very, very strong. Okay, can I get the star, please? The star. This one wants to come out. King of Cups. Yes. Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. This was a connection that you were once confused about clearing up. Show me the Seven of Cups here. This is a confused connection. I don't know what you're confused about. We've got Strength at the bottom of the deck here. Was it closed off? It seems a little bit all over the place, but it's my job to help you make sense of this being all over the place. But that's the nature of life, Taurus. Life is messy, so of course tarot gets messy sometimes as well. So you keep, as much as you were showing me, you are more moving forwards for you. You keep pointing to another energy, someone where there was an ending or a closing of a cycle of some kind. There's been time apart, there's been distance. It feels to you, or at least from your perspective, that you'll never see this person again or speak to them again. But no, that's not the case. There's another energy that's drawn in, and it's drawn in almost because you are now embracing this embodiment of positivity, forward motion, creativity, manifestation, sense of self-worth of who you are, what you want. You can identify other energies that are not serving you. You are not letting anyone get in your way this month, Taurus. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm really happy to see it. Okay. Right, so I may have gone over a little bit on this one, Taurus, but it was quite complicated and interesting. Can we get some universal advice, please, for Taurus? Can we get some universal advice? It's like you're dropping all negativity. You're like, no, I'm done with that. I'm done. Okay. Oh, okay. Universal advice. Who's this one? Who is this? The Nine of Wands. Absolutely. Of course. This is hard-earned wisdom for you, isn't it, Taurus? The Nine of Swords, yes, it was. And the Five of Stones, yeah. You have learned that overthinking, overanalyzing, hanging on to pain and drama does not serve you. All it does is result in a lack or loss. So the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior. He learns from experience. That's absolutely a positive of yours, Taurus. Then you've got the Nine of Swords, which is overthinking. However, in this deck is actually dedication to self. Okay, positivity of the Nine of Swords. You've done all the thinking, you've done the overthinking, you've done the over worrying, you've done the over analysing. You're like, now it just resulted in a feeling of loss. There's been endurance, there's been pain here. It's been a long, long journey. You're finally reaching the end of the road this month, Taurus, into your abundance. It's all just bursting out of you. That you're doing it because you know if you go back into the energies of overthinking and defensiveness and hiding yourself away from the world is not giving you what you need. It did at one time. So we thank these energies. We thank the pain. We thank the crazy thoughts, because it eventually, once we get ourselves out of that state, leads us onto the other side where there's clarity, where there's healing, where there's abundance. So they serve a role, they serve a purpose. But if you stay in there too long and you overuse those energies, it just ends in lack, loss, pain, sufferings needlessly, right? I mean, look at her. I think it's her. These are quite androgynous figures. Just by a fireplace, lonely and alone, and you're like, no, I know where those energies lead me if I stay in them too long. So you are finding ways to lift yourself up, and as you do, you're drawing energies that lift you up even further. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esoteric Tarot, and if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below. And with that, Taurus, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hi Virgo, and welcome to your reading. Today I am doing a reading for the month of April. We're doing a Celtic cross today. I apologise, I am down a studio light, so things might look a little bit darker, but overall you can still see the cards as usual. It's just when I hold them up they're a little bit dark. But otherwise, we're going to crack on. Let's see what's coming forward for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you show me Virgo, please? Can you show me Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Whoa, sorry, Virgo. Whoa, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. The cards fall as they fall, Virgo. I take them. Current energy. Page of Cups. Crossing you. The Sun. Okay, something beautiful is happening here. Small, new, sweet, with the potential to make you very happy. I like to hear it, Virgo. Okay. All right. What we've got in the exit? Who's this in the exit? Which way? Oh. Reverse. Oh, okay. They came out together. In reverse is the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands in your exit together. Wow. In reverse. So the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, when together in the upright, is a very fast energy. Fast, spontaneous, I'd say kind of reckless, possibly quite shallow. Right. And it's most likely a person, but I think it also represents, I think this might be an individual person, but I think with the Ace of Wands being there as well, represents a type. Okay? Supporting the reading. The Queen of Cups, okay. In your crown, the Six of Wands, and in your focus is strength. Now, going back to this very interesting energy over here in the recent past, when I say it represents a type of person, because the court cards can be an individual, like an actual living person, or they can represent just an energy, you know, when they say you meet the same soul in different bodies. I think this is a type that you're dropping. You have probably had many kings or queens of wands in your past. So it's like, this is a specific person, and then the ace is like in general. And that's coming away. You're changing the types of people you associate with, and you're opening up to new types here that are more aligned to you. The Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, I would have liked to seen for more alignment, but you're just showing me your heart is in it, you're enjoying it, you're having fun. The Page of Cups and the Sun is more than enough confirmation for me that this is a positive move for you. Okay, let's go into the pathway. Oh, and your crown, well, you know what, I'll revisit the rest when we've done the pathway. It'll make a little bit more sense to me anyway. Okay, let's look at the pathway, please. Okay, this reversed itself, and your higher self advice. The Chariot. Interesting. The chariot almost in reverse is almost like, okay, stay here, stop, don't go anywhere else. Just stay right here, just for a second. The Chariot in reverse is a stop in motion, but a temporary stop. Okay, it's not a full stop. Okay. In the energy that surrounds you, you might not be aware of it, is the Three of Cups. In your hopes and fears, the Queen of Pentacles. That's your queen. And the outcome is temperance, healing over time. That's nice. Okay, so you've got a lovely healing outcome. That's balanced. We like that. Down here supporting the reading, I'll go over these cards again for you. The Queen of Cups, this is self-care and compassion. So there's a very passionate energy moving towards you. Also an energy that you are giving out to others at the moment. In the Crown, you have the Six of Wands, which is victory, winning, being seen, being adored, being admired, and admiring and adoring others. And then you've got strength in your focus. You're like, I'm getting better, I'm getting bigger, I'm getting stronger, however that means to you. Okay, let's go into, we've got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so maybe we'll see that later in the hidden energy. But let's go into the clarifiers, starting with the Page of Cups, please. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, please. We've got the King of Pentacles, that's your king, okay. The Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is either you or them. Maybe you're connecting to an earth sign. Okay, somebody steadily made their way towards you. Very grounded, very reliable energy, and it's attached to an emotional beginning. I'm getting this as another person, but there's someone who vibes with you in a way as well, because Pentacles is also your suit too. So there is an alignment here. Oh, look, we've got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You've shunned the King of Wands, Virgo, right to the bottom. The King of Pentacles is in town. Or Queen. We're not reading genders here. Okay, let's go into the Sun, please. The Sun. What's this? This is the Sun that's coming across Virgo's path. The Sun. Okay, the Four of Cups. the Knight of Cups, right? And the Page of Swords. It's like at first, Virgo, you're like, ugh, who are you? I don't know you. And then once you gather more information, then you're like, okay, maybe I could jive with this. So I think this is a brand new person. I do. I could just see you open up as you get to know them, but when they first approach, you're quite closed. Or that's the other way around. This is slow. I thought it'd be slow because the Knight of Pentacles is here and the King of Pentacles. This is a slow and deep investment of an emotional nature. Okay. Right. Let's go to the... I want to go to this exit. I am super interested about this person or people. Right, can I get the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands in reverse, please? I've never seen that. But yeah, that's a type. That's not just one person. That's a pattern. Okay, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, please. King of Wands, Ace of Wands. The Six of Wands, yes, I agree. The Eight of Pentacles. The King of Wands. That's really interesting, Virgo. This is a type, yeah. So I'm looking at a Virgo that has had a particular kind of experience when it comes to connections, the way they connect to others as well. You're showing me that you worked hard to move away from certain types of behaviors when it comes to your connections. Now, if I'm going to put it bluntly, Virgo, because this is the King of Wands we're talking about, this is fast moving energy. So let's say you are entering a romantic relationship and you have a tendency to move quickly and move stages quickly with these people. They move quickly with you, or you just go into very fiery and passionate connections and then they burn out really fast, as they tend to. You are making an effort to not do that again and not go for people and types that do that either. That's super interesting. Probably one of the coolest correspondences I've seen in a good while, actually, Virgo. Those of you who tarot know that's pretty significant. Please let me know in the comments below if you do. Other readers are always welcome here. And your interpretations. Okay, can I get the Queen of Cups supporting the reading, please? We've got the World. Yeah, I bet. The Fool. Absolutely. And the High Priestess. Okay. This is interesting too. So it's like you found your heart space, and that was also the point of you going through these connections in the past. It was to bring you back to your own heart. It was about you the whole time. It was nothing to do with them. It's about how are you connecting to yourself? Are you listening to yourself? Is this really what you want? No, it's not what you want. You close it off. You don't want to be in Wands energy. You want to be in Cups energy and Pentacles energy. Nothing wrong with Wands energy. I love fire energy. I have a lot of fire in my chart. Fire is passionate and it's warm and it's fun and it's loving. But you were showing me that you were having too much of that energy, and too much of any energy eventually turns negative. So you're actively working to reduce the amount of fire and actually uplift the amount of Cups energy. But you're doing it in such a Virgo way. You're like, but I'm doing it practically. I have a plan. I know what I'm doing. I've put measures in place to make sure. I get it, Virgo. Okay. Right, can I always get the crown, the Six of Wands, please? The Six of Wands in the crown. The Six of Wands in the crown, please. The Six of Wands in the crown. The Six of Pentacles, nice and sixes. The Three of Swords, that's half a six. The Devil. Right, okay, what is this? Who is this? Okay, I think some of you might have been feeding too much into past experiences to form your external expectations, if that makes sense. So you're showing me here a balance, weight and measure, or at least a decision of where you're going to put your energy. The Six of Pentacles is about where are you placing your resources. And are they balanced? Now you're showing me resources here as almost like your thoughts. Three of Swords. Swords are thought. Three of Swords is pain. And then the Devil, which is toxic attachments. You've been placing too much emphasis on the toxic attachments. But remember, it's under the Six of Wands, which really speaks to the external and actions. It really looks like you have been putting too much weight on the past to inform your future. And that's something that you are wanting to do away with, and successfully doing so. This whole energy at the top here is your mind energy. You feel like you're winning over that battle of being sucked into the past and past negative cycles and past negative thinking, past addictions, past pains. You just couldn't stop going over it, and then in that sense it was almost creating it again like a vicious cycle. You're breaking that cycle, you're stopping that cycle, which is really nice, Virgo. We're getting some really deep readings for the earth signs this week, which is lovely. All right, can I get strength, please? Strength in the focus. Core strengths in your focus. This is all to build your inner. And then moving out to strength there, Virgo. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. We're right on the money. And the Two of Wands. Oh, good. And then the Queen of Wands. You're like, what's next? What's next for me? What's next? Ace of Swords. You're like, I know what I want. I'm clear. I'm clear on where it's at. You're also clear you have options. Okay. This Virgo has got places you might want to be. And then you've got Queen of Swords. You're just letting your how you feel guide you on what to do and where to go next. If it resonates, great. I'll stay here. If it doesn't, I'll move along. Okay, let's go into the Chariot, please. The Chariot, and don't think I forgot about this connection here. What's happening here, Virgo, as we do on a monthly readings, you've got a lot of things going on for you, okay? Not just this connection, you've also got an inner transformation happening too. So the tarot is mapping both of them, and both of them, I can say, are not unrelated, okay? Right, can I get the Chariot, please? The Chariot. The Chariot. The Chariot, please. The Chariot and the High Self-Advice. We've got the Ace of Swords again. Okay, so where did it carry her off to? The Fool. Oh, sorry, Virgo. The Ace of Pentacles. You are getting some very strong cards. You're getting so many arcanas this month, Virgo. You're going forth to create your own opportunities. Taurus had something very similar. Not the same, but similar. But something then piques your interest and makes you stop. Something catches your eye. You're like, oh, hang on. Here we go. Here we've got a real opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles. The Fool. Here's a new real beginning that I can start. And you know it when you see it. As soon as you see it, you know it. I think it might be related to this energy over here. Catches your eye. Gets your attention. You're like, oh. That's what I've been looking for. So that's what you showed me at first. You were kind of just doing your own thing with your blinkers on. And then they like pop up out the ground like a potato. Okay, can I get the Three of Cups and the energy that surrounds you? And you might not be aware of it. Three of Cups, please. Six of Wands. Yes, it's when you join onto this other person. Okay, the Two of Wands and the King of Wands. Right. Okay, stuff just got interesting. It just got interesting. Right. Okay, right. So the King of Wands, even though you're done with the King of Wands, Virgo, the King of Wands is not done with you. You're connecting to this other energy, which is really lovely and really nice and clear. But there is this King of Wands, whoever, or one of them, or one person in particular, comes back and you are having to choose. The Two of Wands is a crossroads card. It's choice. So you're just holding two sticks. Which one are you going to choose, Virgo? You have two energies. So you've got this lovely Cups person represented by the King of Pentacles. And then you have this King of Wands person represented by the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. This is someone very attractive. Someone you have experience in history with. Someone that it's quite emotionally charged. Electric, you might say. But then you've got this softer energy, which is so sweet. It's sweet. Next to, I mean, the one's energy is nice, but the other one's also sweet as well. And it seems to be also associated with Pentacles, which energetically speaking means more aligned to you. I'm not telling you which to choose. I'm not telling you what to do. You'll make that decision in due time. But we do have the Queen of Pentacles on the table. We also have the King of Pentacles, and they're the marrying King and Queen. Just saying. Sorry, King of Wands. No, don't do anything just because the tarot lady tells you. Do what you feel. You're very, very connected to your intuition at the moment. So I think you're going to make a good choice, Virgo. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and then the World. Yeah. You close it off with the King of Wands person. That's the World. And then Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups going into the Queen of Pentacles. You choose Pentacles over Wands, basically. You're like, yeah, enough of that. I'm done with that. I'm done with Wands. I want some Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Right. Can I get Temperance, please? Temperance and the potential outcome. Sorry, Virgo. My hair's getting involved again. Temperance. As I get more cards on the table, I have to. There's less and less space for shuffling, you see. And then it goes into my hair. I don't want to blow the cards all over the table. Okay, can I please see Temperance, please, for Virgo? Temperance. Temperance. Temperance, please. The Nine of Wands. Right. Oh, they might actually... Hang on a minute. The Hangman in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. For some reason, not for some reason, I know the exact reason, you've got two Sagittarius cards here. Either some of you have very strong Sag placements, you're connecting to a Sagittarius, or that season may be very important to this story unfolding. So it could be this all unfolds between now and Sagittarius season. Just because it's a read for April, and this applies to all months, across all tarot readings, no matter who's doing the reading, pretty much. You could see something just starting in April, but actually by the time we reach the exit, we could be anywhere. This could be April over here. You get here by, I think, Sag season. And what happens in Sag season, you start working on something and something starts going. Something starts moving for you in a particular direction that you are very, very pleased with. Very aligned to you, very healing. I don't know how that's represented, but you're showing me that you are very protective of it. Something is developing, something that you are working on, something that you are putting effort into. You're like, I don't have to think about this. And you protect it. You protect it. I don't know what it is. Could be this person here. I strongly think so, because we've seen a coherent story throughout. Could be something else. It's very nice, though. Can I see the higher self? That's not the higher self. The universal advice, please, for Virgo. Universal advice for Virgo, please. Hang on a minute, Virgo. Again, my hair got involved again. So, oh, my hair chose the card. The Two of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Justice. Yeah. Two of Pentacles is two, it can be two energies attached. Here it's framed as challenge. You are going to have some challenging energies come towards you. It's not going to be smooth sailing, not at all. But do you remember we were talking about being protected? You're protective. The Four of Stones is here. Protection. It's actually, like, you can't see maybe the words, but it's actually the card of protection. You are protected, and you're also protective of another energy. The Two of Pentacles is just two energies attached. Balance, justice, because it feels right, it feels good to you. This is, again, two energies entwined in this particular deck of the Wildwood Tarot. Very, very interesting reading. Very, very interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here. And if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then click the box below and check out my links. And with that, Virgo, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to the channel. No, that's not how we start, Capricorn. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at your month of April. I'm doing a Celtic cross for you. It's a great way to get an overview. And as usual, it's for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Bear in mind, this is for the month of April. So while you have a fair idea of what you might be moving into coming April, there will be some themes that are unexpected and currently unknown to you. So take it as it resonates. Okay, can you show me Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Capricorn, please. Can you show me Capricorn, please? Okay, in the current energy, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. That's self-care, that's self-love right there, Capricorn, and it's in your Queen energy. So, taking care of yourself, okay. Crossing your death, oh, that would be why. Supporting the reading, we have the Nine of Cups. In the exit, the Two of Swords. In your crown, we have the Star, and in your focus, the Hierophant. Okay, also Taurus season, Hierophant's Taurus. So it gives us a nice calendar, a nice kind of mark there for this process. Yeah, okay. So you are releasing something, something you might have held on to. No, I don't think you held on to. It was more like something that you hadn't processed. So you might not have been hanging on to it per se, but you really faced the emotional aftermath until I think much after the thing. And now here's the acceptance of change, death, something's over, something's ended for you. There's a transformation occurring around you. You're doing this beautifully, Capricorn. You're going within and caring for yourself and just letting it pass. Supporting the reading, the Nine of Cups, you know happiness is out there for you again. If you don't, you know it now. This is actually a road to your happiness. It's also a lesson in emotional management, which I think you are acing, by the way. The Star, the dream hasn't died. Whatever went by the wayside here, you've either got a new dream or it was just something attached to a bigger dream. You've got a bigger wish, a bigger goal. And then the Hierophant, you're committed to it and you're committed to this process, even if it gets painful sometimes. Okay, let's look at the pathway. The pathway, please, for Capricorn. Can I see the pathway for Capricorn, please? The pathway for Capricorn. The pathway, please. Your higher self-advice is the Six of Pentacles. The energy surrounding you, and you may not be aware of it, is the Ace of Swords. In your hopes and fears, the Seven of Swords. And in the outcome, the Five of Wands. Now, what's going on here then? This looks chaotic, Cappy, I'm not going to lie. So, your higher self-advice is be careful and selective on where you spend your time. Or your money, or whatever. That's resources right there, Six of Pentacles. You're going to have to be selective, okay? Don't open up to everybody. The energy that surrounds you, and you might not be aware of it, the Ace of Swords. There's a clarity here, an understanding, okay? We'll go into it. For the hopes and fears, the Seven of Swords. You're very defensive and wary, fearing deceptions. But then you also hope to learn from them, because in the outcome here, we do have other energies that are quite challenging. So let's see what's going on. Let's get to the bottom of this, Capricorn. Okay, can we get to the Queen of Pentacles, please? The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. In the current energy, the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in the current energy. The Queen of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups, yeah, you've had to move on from something. The Six of Wands and the Moon. Yes, I know. You're doing a great job. You are doing a great job. You were lost for a little while there, Capricorn. You found your way out there. You clawed your way out of this abyss that you were experiencing. And now you're like, now you're saying to me, now I'm out of that situation. I will make sure I will never be in it again. The Moon, you didn't like the confusion or the uncertainty. The Six of Wands, it's almost like you highlighted your own path out of there because it was confusing, it was unknown, it didn't feel very good, highly emotional time. You're like, I'm moving on from that, I'm becoming more stable, and you know exactly how to do it because you're a practical Cappy and it's taking care of yourself. Yeah. Looking out for number one. Yes, Capricorn. Let's go to Death in the Crossing, please. Death in the Crossing. Death in the crossing. Who is this? This is the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Okay, that's why you're feeling the Seven of Swords. Oh, yeah, geez. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords. So you have energy and energy or energies around you that are extremely not nice. Not nice. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords. Deceptive, manipulative, argumentative, all the worst ifs. Was around you. The thing is, you're attached to them in some way that is emotionally bound. That's the only reason you're showing me that you put up with any of this. You're showing me, I know they're difficult, but I love them. So this is either a romantic partnership or it's a family member. I'm getting more family member. Because it's like, well, I love them, I can't leave. Yes, you can. Looks like you did. Okay, let's go to the Two of Swords in the exit, please. The Two of Swords in the exit. What is this? What is this? The Two of Swords in the exit, please. The Two of Swords in the exit. The Five of Swords. Okay, yeah. Lots of conflict. The Queen of Swords and the Star. That's you knowing that there's more out there for you. You could do better than this. Once you got that piece, that missing piece, you were out of there. Or you will be if you're currently still in it. Okay? You're facing your own overthinking. Some of you might be dealing with energies that gaslit you into certain beliefs. You're now untangling that and seeing the truth. You're seeing how you may have been manipulated by other energies as well. However, it's based on a wish or a dream, one that you still hold. There's a wish or a dream here that you still hold. A journey. We will get into it when we get into the Crown. You'll tell me there. But first, we're going into the Nine of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. I know the High Priestess is here, which is great. The Six of Pentacles, yeah, that's your higher self advice, and the High Priestess represents a higher self. Your higher self is be very selective on who you give your attention to, Capricorn. The Ace of Swords, that's usually my confirmation to me as well. I'm on the right money. The World, this is the end of this difficult energy you've been dealing with. I don't know how long you've been in this. It seems very challenging, very difficult. Sometimes, at times, malicious. I hope you're okay, Gabby. I really do. That's over now. That's done. But it only remains done so long as you disengage and do not engage with this again. Now, this is not me telling you what to do. You are telling me through yourself and your advice from your higher self is if you start engaging with these energies again, you'll go right back there. But for now, this is done. This will be the worst it gets. You just stay aligned to who it is that you are. A beautiful pentacle energy in the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're a man or a woman. It's just energy here. And be very selective on who you let in, who you give to, whether it be time, money, attention. Okay, I'm interested in this star. What's this star, please? What's this hope, this wish, this dream, this vision? What is it? Star, please. A star. The Sun. The Ten of Pentacles. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. That's sweet. Okay, you're literally saying my wish is to be in a happy family or a happy friend group or a happy workplace. You want harmony and happiness and joy with others. But you also want that for yourself as well, the Nine of Pentacles. This is about self-management, okay? With you being a earth sign, this could be as much self-love as a Nine of Cups card, which was it? Yeah, supporting your reading. Yeah. Earth signs show pentacles for all sorts of things. Ten of Pentacles is with others in your home or in a home environment, close relationships, friendship groups. You just want peace and harmony in it, and it's something that you wanted back there and you didn't get it. With one energy, maybe multiple, you did not get it, but you still hold the wish and the hope that that is still out there for you somewhere, which is gorgeous and so sweet. And you won't accept anything less by the looks of it now. With the Hierophant, you seem committed to that. Okay, can I please see the Hierophant in the focus? The Hierophant in the focus, please, for Capricorn. The Hierophant in the focus. The Tower. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Wow. This is not a negative tower. No, this is you breaking a mold. There might be some people around you that are not happy with your choice or change of pace. You work hard to block those out. I can see you doing that. You're like, no, no, I'm claiming hold of this. This is something that reaches you like almost an epiphany moment. Like, aha, there's more out there for me. I can go for it. It shakes up what was an old belief system. Your belief systems are changing and transforming at this time, Capricorn. If you didn't see the astrology section, I highly recommend that you do. It is a change to your belief systems and structures coming in. And other people are going to notice these changes and they're not going to be happy. So you actually have to, or at least feel as though you have to remove yourself from those energies in the physical, if not anything, anywhere else. Okay, let's go into the pathway, please. Let's start with the Six of Pentacles. Oh. The Six of Pentacles in the pathway, please. The Six of Pentacles in the pathway. Six of Pentacles in the pathway, please. Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the Moon. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Okay, yeah, that's a good plan. You're showing me you will make movements soon. However, right now you need to stop and reflect. This is a time for you to heal, think, reflect. You're not moving anywhere quickly. Now, when I say move, it doesn't mean literally getting up and moving house. For some of you, maybe. It just means to make progress, to start reaching out, to do new things, try new things, blah, 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 whatever that will be. Create and build your new life. You're saying, I will and intend to do that. However, right now, you've got inner healing and processing to do. That's also your advice from the higher self. Ace of Swords is your thinking energy at the Moon. Going deep into the subconscious there. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior who's learning from his battles and healing from his battles. And you're like, when that process is done, then I will move. In the meantime, I'm being very choosy. This is basically hermit energy. You're being very choosy on who you engage with while you heal. You're going into your cocoon a little bit there, Capricorn. And I don't blame you. You've been through a lot and come from a lot. Okay, let's go to the Ace of Swords, please. The Ace of Swords. The energy that surrounds you and you might not be aware of it. I think this is, yeah, I'd agree. It's probably a bit of a subconscious process for you. Ace of Swords. The Four. Okay, there we go. The door opens. The Magician. Okay, so then you start manifesting. The Eight of Pentacles, then you start getting to work. So you're showing me once you reach clarity over a situation, then you're going to start working on it. Working on changing yourself, working on addressing an issue. I don't know what it is specifically, Capricorn, but you're like, not now. Not right now. Later. I've got some things I need to do first. Later. Then I'm going to start my beautiful brand new life in the great yonder, or whatever it is you want to work on. It definitely has something to do with manifesting a new beginning though, and putting in physical work to do that. Okay, go get the Seven of Swords in your hopes and fears. The Seven of Swords in your hopes and fears. The Seven of Swords in your hopes and fears, please. The Five of Wands, I thought so. The Knight of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. You're like, I am so tired of these argumentative, negative, conflicting, confusing, whatever it is, energies that you've been dealing with. You have a fear that they're going to keep coming back around and trying to get you involved again. You're showing me the Knight of Cups, like giving to this situation, but then behind the Knight of Cups backs is the Ten of Wands. You're like, this is just a heavy, heavy burden, whatever this is. And the Five of Wands is this conflicting individual or set of individuals, and you're like, please, I don't want to have to deal with that again. Please don't put me in that position again. Because this section is hopes and fears. It doesn't mean it's going to come true. Okay? But in some ways, if we look on the hope side, I would like them to come forward so I can give them a piece of my mind, although it would be difficult for me to do so. Quite an interesting one, that one. Okay, let's go to the Five of Wands, please. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, please. Five of Wands. The Queen of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords. Ooh. Excuse me. So this is you. Out of nowhere, well, at least that's how it's going to feel, you're going to do or say something that calms the whole situation down with whoever this is. Now, I don't think they stop their negativity and conflict. I don't think you want anything to do with them, really. But through an act of love, you change the situation. From heartbreak into knowledge, wisdom, and an open heart and love. It's great. What was once broken is fixed, and no longer is it fixed. It's more powerful than it was before. Now, this is not these connections coming back to you. I was a bit afraid it was. It's not. It's you learning over this whole process and situation. And what it's done is it's actually activated a key skill within you, Capricorn, for conflict resolution. You won't know that until you get your next conflict, though. You're going to be the person people turn to for peace, love and harmony, it seems, because you're showing me the Queen of Cups dealing with conflict. That's how you're going to deal with it from now on, heart first. And if the other energies don't want to vibe with that, then you don't even bother interacting with them. Talk to me in a loving energy, or don't talk to me at all. Or at least a respectful one. Right? This is a wisdom you gained from heartache, from being on the receiving end of these negative energies. You've actually grown. And the Nine of Cups being the supporting card for the reading. Sorry, I can't speak today, Capricorn. This is a journey of emotional management. How to deal with conflict, healthy conflict resolution. And if you cannot deal with a conflict in a healthy way, you remove yourself from the situation. And that's exactly what you do, Capricorn. Wow, big month for you, Capri. You're learning some life lessons. You're really laying them down. And other people are learning from you as well. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Capricorn, please? Universal advice. I think whatever this was, you dealt with it far longer than you had or needed to, and you're realising that. Okay, your high self-advice, you've got the Five of Wands again. You've got the Magician and you've got the King of Cups. Yeah, you had the Queen of Cups before. You're showing me emotional mastery in the face of conflict and difficulty, particularly when it comes to dealing with other people. You got control over this. You're like, yeah, I know. It's like a superpower. It's so cool. You're going to see some beautiful energies coming in towards you as a result of all this, I'm sure. This is quite a transformative month for you, Capricorn. I'm going to say, I hope it's all right, but I think you got this. I don't know. Did you even need the universal advice? I don't think you did. You're the universal advice because you're listening to yourself. Your heart's open. Even though you're in a state of healing, I don't see you connecting to anyone in particular at this time. But I see you making fast recovery on something that was going on within you. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esoteric Tarot. And until the next one, take care.